Vishwanathan Anand, known in the chess world by his nickname Vishy, is one of the greatest chess players of all time.
With 5 World Chess Championship titles and a peak rating of 28-17, Vishy Anand is widely considered to be the greatest Indian chess player of all time. But what if I told you that probably won't stand for long? As many of you seen, Indian chess is going through a huge period of development, and Anand is a huge reason for this. Today in the FIDE World Top 100 ranked, there are 9 Indian chess grandmasters, but 20 years ago there were only 2. Today there are 83 Indian grandmasters, making them the 5th highest ranking country in terms of number of grandmasters. And it feels as though every tournament nowadays has an Indian player finishing in the top 3 every single time. So where did all these talented Indian players come from? Before the 1980s, Indian chess was very underdeveloped. They only had 2 players with the title of International Master or above, with both being International Masters. One of those men was Manuel Aron, a key figure in the development of Indian chess. From the 1960s to the 1980s, he dominated Indian chess, winning 9 national championships out of 14, and becoming the first Indian player to earn a title of International Master in 1961. Before his arrival to chess, India often played local traditional chess variants named Chaturanga. These variants had different rules such as no castling and the king could move like a knight once before getting checked. Manuel, however, helped popularize the international variety of chess, the chess that we have today, within India. His impact was so broadly felt across India as in 1961 he took home the Arjuna Award, an award given out yearly to those who show outstanding performance in sport and games in India, and he was the first chess player to win it. And from his wave of influence came multiple players. From 1980 to 1988, 8 new Indian players would be crowned with the title of International Master. But throughout the sea of players who drew inspiration from Manuel Aron came the most influential Indian chess player of all time. Just like Indian chess, Anand's rise was meteoric. In 1988, at the age of 15, he became the youngest Indian international master by conquering the Junior Asian Chess Championships 2 years in a row. And just a year later, at 16 years old, Anand would become the national chess champion of India. He would also become the first grandmaster from India in 1988. Vishy would become the first Indian to hit the world stage in chess, and he was not slowing down. By 1995, he would get his first shot at a world championship. For context, in the 1990s, players began to boycott FIDE's World Championship match due to the format. The dispute began when FIDE did not consult Kasparov or Short about the venue for the 1993 World Chess Championship. In response, the two would begin their own World Chess Championship and organization called the Professional Chess Association. This is important to the story of Vishy, as from 1993 to 1996 there would be 2 different World Chess Championships, one for each association. In 1995, Vishy would get his first shot at a World Chess Championship when he would face Garry Kasparov in one of the World Trade Center towers for the PCA World Chess Championship, which was much less respected but still a world championship. He would ultimately lose, but just 3 years later, Vishy would get an opportunity at the FIDE World Chess Championship, this time losing to Karpov. In 2000, the FIDE World Chess Championship would be an 100-player single elimination tournament hosted in India, and with the home support, Vishy won his first world championship. Vishy would not win the tournament again until 2007. After this win, the tournament format shifted to be a match between the winner and the winner of the candidates tournament. This would benefit Vishy a lot, as he would go on to defend his world championship in 2008, 2010, and 2012 before losing it in 2013 to a young unknown player by the name of Magnus Carlsen. From the 1990s to the 2010s, Vishy managed to remain a prime name in chess, consistently remaining in the top 10 for 3 decades. He was a role model for many young children, and his dominance inspired many to begin playing chess. Although Vishy and Aron were trailblazers and played a huge role in India's chess development, the outside circumstances made an even bigger difference. Before the 90s, chess coaching and mentoring was mainly regional, as the internet was not established. Not many Indian chess players were established as there was not much coaching in India. The 90s, however, marked a change. Tournaments began to be organized in India, putting players against each other and making them better. Chess computers were in development, and so was the internet. Chess is a sport that's difficult to televise, but it fits perfectly within the context of the internet. Better internet meant a cheaper and better access to chess education.
En passant! You have tripled isolated C-pawns, you bozo. Like, what are they gonna do? Run head into each other's butt? Like, come on.
Additionally, more money began to get pumped into Indian chess at this time, causing it to become a more viable career path or dream. India's chess infrastructure saw a huge soar throughout the 90s and 2000s. Players then began to get better through these improved means as India began to surge economically. Players born in the late 90s and early 2000s were then born into a society with much more familiar with chess and grew up with it. Today, one of the biggest chess media companies, Chess-based India, is India. They distribute news, software, and general information for the whole chess world and India. This network helped propagate chess in India. The change in chess culture over time allowed for players to develop in chess from a young age, and with 1 billion people in the country by 2000, some were sure to become chess superstars. And that leaves us today. Many of the young Indians born in the 90s and 2000s are beginning to shine through. Pragg, Gukesh, Erigaisi, Sarin, just to name a few. These players grew up on this new and improved infrastructure and are now the results of it. And recently, 17-year-old Gukesh just passed Vishy for the top spot of player in India by rating. This marks a shifting of tides as the new generation of Indian players come in. In the upcoming candidates tournament for men in 2024, Vidit and Pragg will be competing for a chance to bring back the title to India. And on the women's side, Vishy, who is Pragg's sister, will also be competing for the same opportunity. Vishy's reign atop Indian chess is clearly coming to a close, but one question remains. Who will replace him ultimately? As the story has shown, history always repeats itself. First it was Manuel Aron, then Vishy Anand, and now the successor of Indian chess will come forward. And with 1.4 billion people in the population, a strong chess infrastructure, and a role model in Vishy Anand, who knows how far Indian chess can go? It's only a matter of time until Vishy's status is eclipsed. But no matter how far the Indian chess game goes, Vishy will always be remembered as the one who started it all.